Hey guys, how's it going? All right, today we are going to delve into your websites that you are provided with for your business. You are provided 3 websites. Honestly, I only use one of them, and it is the teambeachbody.com website. You also have your Shakeology website and your Ultimate Reset website. Shakeology website I'll use occasionally if there's someone who is just kind of really against Shakeology and is just not hearing what I'm saying about the value of it. I'll just say, you know what? Why don't you take a look at this link, save it, and whenever it suits you, just go ahead and look through this, and then it's kind of on them to start to explore and learn more about it. But aside from that, I don't really use it, or I've never used Ultimate Reset one. The teambeachbody.com website is your primary hub. That is where you're going to get fitness tips, nutrition tips. I mean, you'll see it. I'm going to show you after I share the screen. All sorts of information, but it's your business hub. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so here is teambeachbody.com. I'm going to sign out just so I can show you from the very beginning. All right. Okay, so up here in the top right, you have your sign in button. You're going to click on that and sign in. Your sign in email and password is what you use to create your account when you signed up with your challenge pack as a coach. And it will take you back to the same site or the same homepage. You will see here all of the tabs here, your Get Fit, Eat Smart, Connect, Videos, Coach, Beachbody Challenge, and Shop. Now, when I scrolled over each of these, you saw how there's a drop-down menu for everything. There is a plethora of information here for you to explore and be able to start to use and tweak to your personality when you are posting and sharing things in challenge groups. This is where I get a lot of my ideas and information from. But the primary point of today's video is going over how to access things on your website. So you've now entered into your website. You can access everything in here. But if you see the Coach tab right here that I'm hovering over, when you have the drop-down menu, you want to select the Coach Online Office. We either call this the Coach Online Office, COO, or Back Office. So if you ever see one of those terms used, this is what we're referring to. Now, this is your hub. This is where you will check for anything related to your business, customers, your coaches, your specific success that's going on, what's going to be going on in the business as a whole for the upcoming weeks or months. But this is just the gold mine. What we have here is, this is our home page. As you scroll down, this is what we have, all right? Up here on the top, this is your pertinent information. You want to remember your coach ID, kind of like you recognize your social security number or phone number. Or just write it down and have it easily accessible in a notebook or post it somewhere in your wallet. That way, when you need it, you have it. If for whatever reason you don't have it, this is how you access it. You just sign into your coach account, and right here at the top left, it will always be. As you scroll down, it gives you some information about, I'm your sponsor coach, and then our upline coach. Our upline coach is my coach on paper, but my coach on paper is not working the business anymore. So if you ever have a question and you want to talk to somebody that's my upline, I will go ahead and give you some names of individuals that you can reach out to, and we can get you the information. And please know that you are certainly more than welcome to reach out to any coach that you have a connection to and talk with them if I might not have the answer for you or if I'm not available at the time. But if you continue to scroll down further here, it talks about your downline and your volume. So this information, as well as your alerts, is what you're going to want to check first. You want to get in the habit of checking this out every day during your power hour, whether it's the first thing you do or the last thing you do. This is the area that you want to check out. We will go more into depth about downline and volume, what that entails. Here, the alerts are letting you know about your coaches, their statuses, new customers, new coaches, and any emails that you have coming in. Your email through Beachbody is not, you don't have to transfer. I have not transferred. I still use my Yahoo account for my primary email, and these emails here that are waiting in my inbox are just telling me that I have a new coach in my account, in my downline, and I have a new customer. It's one of those automated emails that, we've probably all seen them before from whatever it might be. It's just an automated response letting me know about those things, but it's not something that's pertinent. So my pertinent stuff will come to my Yahoo account, since that's what I have registered my account with. Sorry, I have the hiccups. Excuse me. The one thing I do like about the email through teambeachbody.com is the fact that if you have a newsletter or information that you want to go out, kind of like on Yahoo or AOL or Gmail, you can CC or BCC, blind copy, and add the people that you want, and it just goes out as a mass email. But what I like about this is the fact that you can specify it. So for instance, if I have something that is relatable to 21-day fixers, people who have done the fix before and really enjoyed it, then I want to specifically send this to them. So I search 21-day fix customers, and everybody who has done the 21-day fix, they get the email. Or if it's somebody who likes Tony Horton, I click Tony Horton. Anyone who has had a Tony Horton program, they get the email. So I do like that aspect of it, but I honestly have not even delved into using it yet. I am working on putting together constructing a newsletter each month to go out to current challengers, previous customers who might not be active in a challenge group right now, just so that they can kind of know what's going on with our calendar, when our next challenge group starts, what to look forward to in terms of any new programs or new products, whatever it might be, just letting them know those details. Excuse me, I need to take a quick drink. Okay, we're gonna scroll back. Oh, we're not gonna scroll back up just yet. Videos. I love the video library. I use these a lot. And if you click on whatever language it is that you primarily use, you'll come into this area, and it has videos for everything. What I do is, if I'm talking with someone about the 21-day fix and they're concerned about, well, what are the workouts like? Is it really achievable? Are they going to be too difficult? I'll go into my, where is it now? Seriously? There we go, products, and I'll go to the 21-day fix. And the video that I like to send is this one right here. And it's a quick 2-minute video that gives them an additional insight into what it entails. That way they're not just hearing it from me, because I can go on and on and on about how much I love the 21-day fix. And I can tell them how I plan my menu. I can tell them tidbits of the workouts and how I modified things when I wasn't able to do certain exercises because of pain or whatever. But them being able to see this, sorry, stayed up way too late last night. Them being able to see this gives them a little bit more additional insight, not hearing it from me. As well as, I love the Shakeology, that's up here, the Shakeology video from Carl. And he talks about his vision of Shakeology and how, you know what, he knows that it's expensive, but he did not and will not cut costs to put in vitamins and nutrients and ingredients that are not amazing. He spends buco amounts of money allowing Darren and his wife, the co-creators of Shakeology, to travel the world looking for sustainable and substantial ingredients that are going to provide our bodies with what we deserve. So I love this video. I've actually recreated this video. You'll get to that point. If you're ready for that point, let me know, and I can teach you about, the first steps you want to do with making videos. But I just made it personable, because me sharing this, well, not everybody wants to see, some old guy talking about Shakeology. They want to hear it from me. So I watched this video time and time again. I remembered what he said, and I pretty much verbatim in my own way, so not verbatim, but I said what he was saying. And I made it short and brief, and it's on my YouTube. That way I can copy and paste it And if they have questions about it, if someone I'm talking to has questions about it, I send them my link instead. But with these videos, if you want to share it with them, you click the share button and then you copy the link. My goodness, sorry. And then you can share that in the messenger or text or whatever, however it is you're communicating with them for them to access it. So let's go back to the home page, and this always gets my screen a little funny. Okay, so here were the videos down here. If you scroll up, your breaking news area is here. This is what's going to tell you about any programs or products that are coming out, information about Summit and Super Fridays or Super Saturdays coming up, information about National Wake Up Calls. If you need a reminder, National Wake Up Calls are Mondays at 11 o'clock. They are on phone. You dial in the number that is provided and then a code, and then you can listen in. You are not on the call. It is just the individuals speaking that day. But what they do here is they'll share with you, for instance, like right here, if you see where my arrow is scrolling over, they tell you, you know, who's going to be speaking that day and what the number is. But they know that a lot of people at that time are still not able to get on the call. They might be, you know, have a full-time job or whatever it might be. So they are recorded. And I'll show you where you can access those. The other area that I want to show you that is very important is the FAQs. The FAQs, frequently asked questions, and Google will be your best friends. Now, you are going to be set up for success with everything that we provide you. However, I'm very transparent with y'all, but I'll be 100% honest with you. Majority of what I have learned is from YouTube. My upline does not work the business anymore, so I had to find another way, another route in order to learn what I needed to grow my business. And there is a plethora of information on YouTube. Top coaches share their training tips and tools and materials on YouTube. So a lot of the stuff that I share with you has been from the back office, or what we're looking at right now that I've gained knowledge from, as well as from YouTube videos from coaches that I personally enjoy their style and learn from, so I watch their information. But if there's ever anything that you are trying to figure out, if you come to the FAQs, you can type it in, or go to Google or YouTube and type it in, and you'll get a bunch of information. I'm actually going to write myself a note, because that's one thing I didn't do, is coaches that you'll want to start to follow. One of the main things that really helped me start to boost my business when I went all in was finding about 5 to 7, for me, coaches that I really relate to. And some of them haven't had a lot of success so far, and some of them have had tremendous success and are top coaches in the business. But what I like about following them is I'm seeing how they go about things. I'm getting ideas from them, whether it be a post idea. Oh, I really was intrigued by the picture that they took and the wording that they used. So then I tweak it and I make it me. Files and screenshots are going to be your best friends, because if you on Google or when you're looking at someone else's page, you see something that you really liked, you liked the wording, you just screenshot it and save it in a file to use later. That way, if there's a day when you don't have any ideas for posts, boom, you go into your file and you have a whole bunch of things to pick from, and then you just have to recreate it to be more you. The other area that I want to touch on briefly here is, now that we are getting into the nitty-gritty of our training, we want to go into the news and training here that Beachbody provides you. Everything that I'm providing you, again, is coming from this site or from the YouTube videos that I have watched. But again, the information I'm listening to on those YouTube videos is coming from here. Those coaches have just made it more personable and provided a look at it in a way that is appealing to them, which then appeals to their people on their team and their coaches and their customers. So I just relate more to that. I can come back here and see the same stuff. But the news and training area is just phenomenal. Beachbody does a tremendous job laying out the steps to success for business. They've rolled out this new platform here on breaking down the trainings and what you want to be able to do and how you go about being able to do it at certain levels, as well as making sure that the information is not having to be reinvented. Everything here we all do. The number one coach and the coach that signed yesterday do the same stuff. It's just about making it them, turning it into a relatable, valuable way that is sharing your story. Because again, as I stated the other day, Beachbody sells itself. We're not selling Beachbody. We're essentially promoting and selling ourselves and what we do. We are sharing. We are not salespeople. We are sharing. There will be a valuable transaction that is made in order for them to invest in their health when they decide to start with a program or start adding Shakeology to their daily regimen. But the basis of this opportunity is the connection that you are going to form with someone else. And they do a really good job in training here and starting to teach you how to grow your network, how to have conversations with people, how to not feel icky and gross about inviting, because sending that very first invite can be really daunting. You don't want people to feel as though you are being salesy. So that's why we spend a lot of time in this camp teaching you the tips and tools to have conversations, getting to know people, and then when the timing is right, sharing the opportunity or the invite to the next challenge group. Now, I have gone ahead, and you'll see in the link in the post that you're watching, that you click this video, I've shared the materials that you'll see here in the Getting Started Right column. But you'll want to go ahead and access it here too, just so you can see it. But it tells you everything that you need to do. So I'm going to show you this page for the Getting Started Right. It tells you these are the things that you need to do, this is what you need to know, and this is how you're going to learn how to do it. If I go back over here, so the overview, all right, if I scroll down to coach, excuse me, it's going to do the same thing. Do this, you want to know this, you want to learn how, and then once you get to this area, this is what's going to help you start to strategize and follow your business success. We aren't going to get into that right now. I just wanted to go ahead and show this area to you. I'm going to now hop back. I know I'm doing a lot of jumping around. I just want to show you what's all here. Start clicking buttons. Tonight after you watch this video, tomorrow morning after your workout, whatever it might be, just spend 15 minutes scrolling through and exploring the website. There's so much here to learn. Don't feel like you have to learn it all in one day, because I still don't know all the answers to the questions that you guys are going to come at me with. I am still learning myself. That's the glory of this opportunity. There is something new to learn every single day, and we're going to learn it together. There's a lot of background that I have to provide you with because I've been doing this for a little bit more time than you have. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm still relatively new. So there will be questions, and I'll be honest with you, there will be questions that you come at me with, and I'm going to have to say, you know what? I don't know that, but let me find out for you. And that's all it is. And then what am I going to do? I'm either going to come here, I'm going to talk to some of my success partners, or I'm going to search it on Google or YouTube. The nice thing about having team camaraderie is the fact that we are here for each other. Whatever it might be, whatever struggle, challenge, success, celebrate it and ask the questions here, because we're just here to help each other. So we're going to go back to the getting started. I'll go to the overview to show you it. All right, so this page got me, if I went from news and training to the training, and then it showed me this. And we want to go to the getting started. I'm going to hop through. It tells you what to do. You want to know these things, and then the learn how. This area here is what I like, the really crucial, is the trainings and the materials that will provide you in this last column. You'll have your PDFs and then videos that you can watch. When you go to start spending time exploring the back office, then you can click this video, any of these videos, and you can get an insight before you start scrolling around. That way you have a little bit of a basis of what to follow. But, again, you don't necessarily have to, but at some point you do want to take the time to watch these videos, because down the road, when you are making this video for your coaches, you're going to want to know what those videos entail. That way, if your coaches have questions, you know how to help them. I want to hop over to the coach. So right now, this is getting started. When we go to coach, and we go over to learn how, This is my favorite. Right here, again, the training section. All of this is just, oh my gosh, invaluable information. And I have added those to our files. So what I'm going to do is, sorry, you're seeing my Facebook now. I'm going to come to, long hair. I'm going to come to our coach camp. And if you see the files tab right here, I have added everything that you will see right here, all the PDFs. So in our post right now, you will be able to access your PDFs for your contact list and your memory jogger and how to build relationships, which is going to lead me into what your assignment is for today. Your assignment for today is to spend 15 minutes exploring this website. You are then going to solely focus on the connecting with people area. Right here, your contact list, your memory jogger, building relationships. The social media do's and don'ts, if you have time and you're rearing to go ahead and look at it. But my primary focus for today is these top 3 here. The memory jogger is amazing. I remember when I first signed as a coach and I thought, well, how the heck am I really, well, actually it was right before I signed as a coach, thinking, I don't even know if this is going to work because I don't know that many people. How am I going to make this work when I don't know enough people for each month? And I've now learned that you will never not have people to contact. You will never not have people to relate and reach out to. It's just a matter of learning the tools and tips on how to grow your network. When I first started as a coach, I had less than 400 friends. I now have, I think, 2,200 and however many. So it is amazing what just a year can do. That was in a year. In a year's time, I went from under 400 to over 2,000. So imagine all those lives I have the potential of changing. Okay, your memory jogger, going back to this is what's going to help you start to explore who you already know. The 2 things that I want to talk about real quick here is your warm market and your cold market. Your warm market are the people that you know, that you have relationships with, your family, your friends, okay? Your cold market is the people that you don't have a relationship with. You met them through a Frenchie Facebook group, and now you've become friends because you both have Frenchies. Or you met them through a physical therapy training that you went to, or whatever it might be, a tennis camp that you went to, but you don't have a personal relationship with them. It is just an acquaintance. Those are your cold market. Your memory jogger is going to help you get your warm market out. It gives you, I'll open it up right now. Okay. It's helping you build your contact list, and it's taking you step by step. All right, let's start making your list by writing out your family members, your friends, and then your associates in terms of coworkers, neighbors, people that you see on a regular basis that you might not think of off the top of your head if you didn't have this list. It helps jog your memory, hence the name of the document. And then as you continue scrolling through, it really starts to get specific to help you start to grow that list. I remember when I did this, I was like, holy crap, I know a lot of people. And it just opened up my mind into, okay, I guess the possibilities really are endless in terms of growing my network. A lot of people I shouldn't say a lot of people, some people will say when they come into the business that, the business is saturated. There's just so many coaches. For example, in Pittsburgh, the top, I think, 4 coaches reside in Pittsburgh. And you would think that the market would be saturated in that area. But each of those individuals have a different market. Some are connected to individuals who have suffered or currently are going through having cancer or some form of health issue. That's Katie Ersta. Melanie Mitro, #1 coach. She relates to moms, busy moms, moms of kids under a certain age, and so on and so forth. So if you ever feel as though the market is saturated and you're just so concerned about how are you going to continue to grow your network, you've already reached it, breathe, and I will help you start to grow it more. Because I promise you, I felt the same way that you did. So again, tonight, your focus is to go through, spend minutes listening to the videos in the Getting Started training on how to go ahead and use your back office, and then come back here to the coaching business starter, scroll down to connect with people, and go through your contact list and memory jogger. I also forgot one key thing. I want to hop back to the getting started. And I know I told you to go through this, but I want to talk about it here, is your business quick start. I like this file. I keep it on hand. That way, you know, I mentioned in the very beginning, you want to know your coach ID. You have it written down right here. I have a binder for all of my information, and when I open it up in my tab here, that's the page that's behind everything. It has my coach ID, my website information, my blog information now that I've started a blog, and as you continue to go down here, it just helps you start to really think about what you're looking to achieve with this business. And it doesn't get too much into the nitty-gritty. It just has you start to brainstorm. So I really do like this file, so I'd go ahead and add this one as well. So the assignment tonight is quite loaded. There's a lot to it. Remember, I don't give assignments on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Those are catch-up days. Friday, I will provide you with information, but not so much of an assignment. Those days are going to be to catch up on the assignments throughout the week, and then starting Monday, we'll start fresh with new assignments. If you have any questions, you know how to get in touch, and please do not hesitate to ask in the team page or in our Coach Camp page, because remember, chances are if you have the question, so does somebody else. So, all right, we will talk soon, and have a fabulous rest of your day. Bye.